guys, welcome to another.
We're gonna make mandu. It's a Korean dumpling thingamajigger. Okay, wow. I've lost words. Pepper, taste.
고춧가루.
고춧가루. 고춧가루.
고춧가루.
고춧가루. Mandu is special to me because I remember as a little kid sitting on the floor, Korean people, I'm a little Korean, I think, somewhere in there. And my mom would have this like huge bowl of mixture and then wrappers. And then as a family, we'd sit down and try and wrap, you know, a couple hundred dumplings and stuff. So the ingredients we're gonna use today, we're gonna use ground beef. You need about 2 cups worth of chives. We have some Asian chives, maybe about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. You can use fresh mushrooms, but today we're using some dried shiitake, half a package of tofu, 1 egg, maybe some sesame seeds for garnish, about a tablespoon worth of sesame seed oil. You can either use fish sauce or soy sauce for some umami. We have fish sauce today, so smell that fish sauce. Look how pungent it is.
Good.
A teaspoon of that, teaspoon of gochugaru, which is, gochugaru is red pepper flakes.
고춧가루.
Gochugaru.
가루.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not that Korean. I forgot how to say hello until some white person told me a few minutes ago. If you don't have like an Asian market, then just use whatever red pepper flakes you have for a little hit, a little spice. We have about a teaspoon of sugar. You're gonna need salt, pepper, anything else. We'll talk about it later, but that's pretty much it to make my version of the filling. So we got our dried shiitake mushrooms rehydrating. We squoze the tofu. We cleaned out the chives. Okay, so let's prep the garlic. We're gonna use 4 garlic today because I just dropped one. All we're doing is trying to get a little more like a pureed mince sort of consistency from the garlic. All right, next we want to cut our chives. And you want like a little fine, I don't know, something like that. So you want about like 2 cups worth of dried chives, so that flavor is really gonna like permeate through. That's usually how I know someone's making mandu in their house. I can usually smell the pungent sesame seed oil and the chives. We'll get a little bit more out. All right, so we want to add these to the garlic. So we're gonna pour a little of the sesame seed oil over this. You want to do that, actually?
Yeah.
And I like to do that because I like to make big batches, and so I like to freeze them. And these fresh ingredients, I feel like the oil coating the spring onions or the chives kind of help protect the moisture from leaking out, because you don't want a soggy mandu. Add the sugar.
I will add the sugar. It's beautiful.
Gochugaru. And then one egg in there. Just go ahead and mix that up and make sure everything's coated.
Already it smells so good.
We have the dried shiitake mushrooms sitting here in a bowl rehydrating for about 30 minutes, maybe less than that. I know it sounds weird. You buy dehydrated mushrooms, you rehydrate them, but then I also squoze all the excess water out. The key, what I'm trying to do right here is get as little moisture, as little water content as possible in here. We're gonna make like little small dices with these. I've made them with fresh mushrooms before, but there's a lot of water content in that too, so maybe you wanna saute it for a little bit, get some of that water out.
Yes.
Can you add the diced mushrooms and the tofu, which once again we squoze out? We are gonna add our minced meat to that. What are you? Use your hands, get in there. That's part of it. That's part of the recipes. You get involved. Oh no, don't put gloves on. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
I have long nails.
We also want to add maybe about a teaspoon of salt in there. We have a lot of salt coming from the fish sauce already. And then maybe about half a teaspoon worth of ground pepper. I used to like getting really in there as a kid and squeezing it. Look at that. Smell it. Smell it. Would you like to try some? We need to see if there's enough salt. No?
No way for
No.
me to try raw meat.
We're not going to do this today, but by the way, I do recommend making sure that you taste the seasoning, because once you wrap it, you can't adjust the seasoning. So I would just throw it in some boiling water, or turn on a pan and take a little chunk and cook it. We're going to wrap now. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do this. Can you get like a small bowl though of water? Okay, you show me one first. What did your friends teach you?
Okay, so you will grab one of these.
Are you trying to make like a little wonton purse?
Yeah, I did this.
Nice. All right, we'll put that there and then throw it away. But I'm just kidding. We want maybe about like maybe 1.5 tablespoons. Yes, you're right. We're going to use water and water the edges over here. Mm-hmm. Okay. This one I like. This style of wrapping I like to use for the pan-fried version. And then you kind of want to start by folding it in half, right? Mm-hmm. Start on one corner and pinch.
Oh.
And then with these two fingers over here, your thumb and your first, push it like that. So you're only folding one side of it.
Oh.
Okay? You want to make these pleats just like that.
That's so hard. How do you do it? Okay, I'm not a fast learner.
No, you're doing good. And you want to pleat one side because the pleats won't hold. So do you notice there are no folds on this side right here?
Oh.
The folds only on that side.
Oh, you did so beautiful.
So, and you want to make sure that there's no way for water to get in, so you really want to make sure that everything's pinched and squozen. And there it is. That's, to like real Koreans out there, this is what they would call an ugly baby. But
okay.
that's the children I'm capable of producing.
So I will go there. Just like that, I run out of the wrapper. So we'll push it.
So in a way, I guess you're right. As I'm like taking these two pleats and pleating up, I'm also like pushing the stuffing more inside to give me space. Mm-hmm. Pretty much identical babies right there, just twinsies.
I can't see any difference.
Great.
I still like
your purse. Those are nice. I like those kind of dumplings too. I'm going to show you another one right here. So follow along. This is a much easier one, and when you have to make a whole bunch, this is the one to go with. Now what we're going to do is we're going to completely seal it up like this.
Oh, that sounds like something I can do better.
Yes.
Push.
Make sure no air pockets, and it's completely sealed. Okay, so now take a little more water, place it on that corner. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then make these two corners meet up like this.
Oh, that looks so cute.
Okay, then you have a little Mandu purse. You can pan fry these too or deep fry them, but I think these look and work better in like a soup dish.
Oh, look at my baby. My baby is fat and cute.
You want it to stand on this side because we're gonna pan fry it right here. Oh. So it should sit upright like that. So push it down, and then also a good one is when it kind of curves. All right, so the last thing that I always did as a kid that I want to share is I would take one wrapper and then you fold it up like this. Mm-hmm. You seal it up like that. And then whoever eats this wins the grand prize. I'm really just looking like an idiot. The last thing I'll say is that you don't want to if you're not gonna eat this right away, right, you don't wanna toss everything into a bag and stick it in a freezer. Just put everything on a tray, stick it in the freezer for like a couple of hours, and then once they're hardened, they're enough to store in a freezer bag and they'll last months for you. You can do these a few different ways to prep it, right? You can boil it in water. It's called Mandu. You can deep fry it. You can pan fry it, which I like, and then you can steam it. So today we're gonna pan fry a few, these ones, and then we're going to boil these, just kind of like raviolis. So we have a pan heating up right now, a fry pan, and then we have some water boiling. So yes, you want to just toss some oil into that pan, which we have at like kind of a medium high heat. All right, so once the temperature is up, you want to lower the heat a little bit, and you want to add just a little bit of water, and then cover it to steam. So we'll let that sit for a few minutes. And in this pot, we have a rolling boil. This is pretty easy. All you have to do is just drop these in, and then when they come to the top, you'll know that they're done. This is just a little sesame seed oil, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of water, a little bit of rice vinegar. And what I like to do with this is maybe just put a little bit over the top over here as well. A little bit more of the gochugaru, the red pepper flakes, and maybe some sesame seeds. Maybe some over here too, just like that. I got some guy that loves this action right there. So shout out Naveed. And then we're done. So I guess all that there's left to do is to
Try that.
try it.
It's too hot.
Should we get Naveed in here?
Really good.
All right, so that's it. That's Jumbo Mandu. A couple different ways to do it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, Yaz. Thank you, Naveed. So I was happy to cook today. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and look out for more cooking videos over here at Monkey Pie Labs. Woo! I don't know why I said it like that. Monkey Pie Labs. Monkey Pie Labs.
What was this?
I told you! It always works. It's the same face I've seen hundreds of times.